Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had ourselves more encounters with Solaire and I like to feel like there's progress being made. Maybe not so much on against this orc fleet a little bit, although I am getting the torpedo hits. I just need some kind of reliable way to maybe open up for boarding torpedoes and spying him really early, which I am seriously curious if a recon probe is a good idea in any sense, because that gives me the long range. It forces him to move around, which really slows him down quite a bit. The only problem, of course, there is what on earth do I take out? Stormhawks feel so valuable, in all honesty, although if I'm thinking of just Solaire's matchup against his orcs altogether, these Stormhawks are not all that effective, since I'm just dodging the torpedoes. It's more for like any other type of matchups, like if I'm fighting up against Tau and I want to go his fleet, or Eldar, or anything else that has a lot of bombers I need to be wary of. These Stormhawks seem valuable. I am ultimately really curious about that on their potential. I don't realistically expect them to detect Solaire's orc ships. I'm not going to kid myself there. And more than likely he's going to be in a gas cloud, but it does allow me a way to constantly be trying to force him to move around, especially if he moves out in the open. So there is promise there is potential there, and it saves me from having to use my frigates, so I'm seriously curious about that. I'm going to look into that for maybe later on, but we'll stick with what we have, because I do need to build up my renown once again, because I did also switch out the range on my macrobats for the armor-piercing rounds this time, and like I said before, this Mark II is going to be drawing a lot of fire, especially against that Tau matchup. I feel like I really believe I can win that matchup, or at least win the straight up fight, so long as the battle barge has the health. Because my strategy with the vanguards is to knock the stronghold out of position, leave its juicy flank or side to me, and then arm piercing rounds basically makes these macro cannons just as powerful as any lance battery I have. Hell, even more powerful than the bombardment cannons, minus the critical hit chance I might get from them. So there's a lot of potential there. I just gotta actually get consistent use out of them, which, at least with the Mark II, there is potential for that, because they want to aggressively charge this, because there is that little bit of a bait that my vanguards are all about hit and run, and they're really fragile, and arguably not very useful. At least that's been my experience as far as straight up fighting, but they can have that potential to punish ships, especially since I can actually move, reposition enemy battleships or battle cruisers, and make them not as able to get full value, full firepower on the battle barge itself. So there's a lot to experiment with. It may not be the most enjoyable type of viewing experience, I won't lie, but hopefully, with the weekend now underway, there might be a little more variety. And hell, Black Friday is coming up next week, so we might get a nice resurgence of players there to help spice things up. That is my hope anyway. Alright there, looks like we're fighting up against Atlan this time again. Although I still, for the life of me, can't remember what my original matchup was against him. I only remember his double stronghold Tau fleet and him feeling the custodian from earlier, but for the life of me I can't remember his Imperial Navy fleet, let alone what he might be fielding. Because I'm really tempted to go with the vanguards and all that, but you know Novacans are going to put a chink in that plan. They're going to make that really fragile and vulnerable, and I don't really like it so much. And also, it opens up possibilities. Do I want to go with the 4 strike cruisers? I think I like this all set up anyway, especially since I want my Mark I to eventually get its level in, and these strike cruisers are already level 10. I just got to have a winning strategy here. A lot of it would come down to if I could remember what his fleet was beforehand, but our fleet's relatively good. It's high level, it's fully kitted out. I just need to make sure the battle barge draws all the fires and gets some good torpedo hits, assuming he doesn't have heavy fighters or Marses, which I think we're going to find out really quickly if he has Marses. So, with that said, let's try spread out the frigates some, make it a little more difficult for him to snipe them in an instant, assuming said Novacans are available. But they do have the extended shields, which will help a ton here. They help with their longevity. They can actually take a Novacan hit for a change, but they might not get to do a lot there otherwise. We'll see. But if he has an Emperor, he's definitely going to have more than likely some kind of Widowmaker, I want to say. And with 4 ships, that's seeming really likely. Nova cans, ooh. Let's not even go to him, quite frankly. If he's gonna hide in the corner, let's force him out of his comfort zone, shall we? Although, my hunters are not gonna get to do a whole lot. They could fire more torpedoes. Okay. So that explains that. Thankfully, no Novacans, so I can kind of spot with these hunters relatively well. And since he's decided to commit himself into that corner, then we don't have to do a whole lot. And since he has no boring torpedoes or anything like that, we should be able to dodge these well. I just gotta keep distance. Sadly, my reload's not getting much value just yet. Not just yet. But no fighters. Let's see. He's repositioning. Oh, I'm messing up the controls here some. Can I dodge this? Nope, I take 1 torpedo hit. And now I'm in a really awkward position. As far as my battle barge here. I can still dodge these. I just gotta get used to this battle barge being a liability. I'm trying to play this like it has the extended turn radius, which is a bit of a mistake in all honesty. It's probably a mistake doing that. Although, what's the alternative there? Because then that just means I'm going to lose this torpedo matchup. I don't have to worry so much about... any lances or him being able to punish the long-range vision. But dodging these torpedoes will be a big deal. Either way, let's just try and get these strike cruisers away from the battle barge. Because again, this battle barge is a slight liability for the purposes of dodging torpedoes. And he does, if he has a Widow. Well, he probably doesn't actually have a Widowmaker, interestingly enough, because of the way he has only 4 ships, so they have to be 4 cruisers, more than likely. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Retribution, so we know he doesn't have Emperor. Oh, actually, let's just turn into this. Let's turn into this. Maybe we'll shoot down some torpedoes. All I need to do is shoot down 1 torpedo. There. Minimizing the damage is a big deal. I'm just not paying attention, especially with the staggering torpedoes he's doing now. This is bad display. I'm not happy with this already. And there is slight latency, not a big one. But am I doing hits? Probably not. Probably not, but... yeah, these torpedoes are a bit rushed. I am floundering a bit. Maybe I should have gone with the 4 strike cruisers. It's a little more seamless, a lot easier to execute. And we got these strike cruisers moving. If he's going to camp all day, let him camp. Now, he's firing all alpha torpedoes. Can I... okay, those torpedoes are gone. Those are good. And I don't know why I told you to boost. I didn't want you to boost. But you're fine. You're perfectly fine now, and apparently one of his ships don't even have the full speed. Or the short burn torpedoes, so... Spotham's not going to do a whole lot, but... let's get ready to dodge. Get this thing ready to dodge. Come on. Get moving, damn it. I'm messing up controls again, damn it. I want a high energy turn and get these things out quickly. That was the plan anyway, but it works out well. I'm just not shooting down these torpedoes very well. Battle barge is doing a bad job of shooting torpedoes. Come on, move. Yeah, I have no excuses for this here. Bit sloppy. Damn sloppy indeed. It's probably been a while, but I am getting torpedo hits. I can say without a doubt I am getting torpedo hits. I just gotta make sure I keep getting torpedo hits and let this thing recharge. Its repairs are about to come back up, so I think we're okay there. If he wants to play that route, then we can. I just gotta get my senses together and get this hunter in a good spot, because they could be firing torpedoes as well, let's be fair. I'm just asking a lot more for my micromanagement that way. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Alright. Keep this moving. Keep the reload going. That's going to be nice. So, get more torpedoes off. Now, can I dodge these in any sense? Probably not. Okay, we're doing fine. That was as good as I could probably ask for. Now, just get this hunter going, because these boring torpedoes can be useful. He's just committing to this route. Which is going to hurt me if I try and get close. It's going to hurt me a lot when I get close, but he's getting closer. He's getting impatient. That's a good I am getting progress. Maybe not the most exciting, but when I reveal him, that will be not so bad. Because again, no Widowmaker. I could abuse this relatively well. Now, you have to use your Solaire running if you want to avoid getting boring torpedoes on your ass now. Because he is using macro batteries, but I can get this out. It's already in the flank. So just get on out of distance, because his accuracy is pretty bad. And I could really Solaire run if I wanted to. Holy crap! There's a result I was not expecting, folks. I was talking about how I would lose this exchange, but apparently I still lost my hunter. I apparently still lost my hunter out of this. Yeah, Solaire run that thing all you want. It's not going to help too much, but I gotta remember I still have beacons. So I still have beacons to kind of punish this. Alright, get turning. I don't have micro warp jump, so this is gonna hurt a bit. Yeah, and I burnt all my boosters too, so I overdid this a little. But this time, this is the where shot. Where my ship actually did shooting. The proper shooting. So get ready to engage. And also get these strike cruisers in a position where they're not going to get hit by boring torpedoes. And now, Hunter, get going. We'll take the shields down and then lock on. Because I have shield transfers available too. Alright, come at me. I do need to destroy his weaponry though. I'm not actually doing that very well, I'm realizing. Because that's his main strength. And he just burnt the Solaire run, so I'm okay here. A little bit. Do I reload? I think I lock on once these shields die. Yeah, run it away. Okay. I don't have my brace for impact, but I did hit myself with the torpedoes. Or not torpedoes, but yeah, the boring torpedoes. But this is gonna hurt like hell. Now get the lock on, finish this thing off nice and quick. This thing's dead. My engines are gone, but I have repairs still available. His main ship's gone, I just gotta be careful about the extra damage I'm about to take. And also, focus fire on this Dauntless, because it's the same duck right now. I'm okay with these, what is it? Damn it! This stasis bomb slowed me down, because apparently, I don't know, it didn't actually slow down my macro cannons for some weird reason. It didn't feel like it did. So let's autocast the boring torpedoes. I'm not going to be relying on them so much for direct fire. Not anytime soon. I just got to dodge these torpedoes to my best of my ability though. And preferably not hit myself with my own boring torpedoes. That's the one downside of using them. Oh, and I never did use my lock-on yet, which could be a good thing. Because we have a level 10... Well, he has 2 Overlords, so he went super heavy on his fleet. I would like to kill that Overlord there, but this one's much more tempting target. And also, I have shields to charge up. And my boring torpedoes didn't actually fire either. And those are my torpedoes firing, aren't they? Yeah, I don't care about your beacon. I'm not planning on running. Okay, so he fired torpedoes. I already got that in preparation. And I would turn off these dumbfire torpedoes. I thought it was... So that hurt some. I still want to kill these shields, though. Let's brace for impact. I was hoping to use the lock-on, but we got 2 lock-ons already available. And even better, shot ready right here. Come on, give me the damage I need. Now focus this thing down, hit that with torpedoes, maybe we'll kill it off relatively well, because I do have my own micro warp jump. Damn it, what the hell? Oh, I have the torpedoes still on, but this is really weirding me out. This has been a really awkward mission, needless to say, because now I have dumbfire torpedoes on cooldown and boring torpedoes not. I don't know what to believe anymore. And he is missing the torpedo some, but I have brace for impact with a chapter master. That's not going to hurt me any. Okay, now with the chapter master gone, might hurt. So, finish this thing off. Well, it's already dead. Waiting for the torpedoes. Come on, fire it. Okay, he's not doing it. Which is fine. That worked out well. Now let's finish this thing off. That felt sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. That felt really sloppy by me. I'm not really happy with the performance, but somehow it's still a victory. So maybe I should be happy about that. I wasn't expecting the torpedoes to do as much damage as it did to the retribution, god damn it. But that really shows the value of the fighters. Ah well. At the end of the day, I'm still not happy, but we did get the bad match out of the way, right? And funny enough, I didn't get punished for it, because we still won with all ships intact. So it was still a victory. But at least now I remember what his fleet is, because he just fielded it against me. We know that he's all torpedoes and he likes to go top heavy with the overlords and retribution. So, that's kind of okay to know that he's not willing to field a Widowmaker. We'll see if he does that again, though, if I get a rematch with him. But that was still a good mission. Halfway to level 10. But still ways to go before these get their final upgrades, which is kind of what I really want. I just don't know. I don't think I want to get more auger beacons or improved auger arrays, but it certainly doesn't hurt to have that, I guess. It built up my renown, if nothing else. Okay, I feel like I'm being metagamed now. Atlan went over to Chaos, which is probably what I'm going to have the hardest time against, especially for convoy mission. I could still arguably win if I prioritized the convoy really well, but is that what I want to go? I do need the battle barge. I think I need the extra shields and durability if I'm going to fight a straight up battle, but I'm not going to have any frigates if I go that route. This is an awkward predicament. Do I go mobility with the strike cruisers or the heavy hitting power to do a straight up fight? That's the big question. I don't know which would be better. I'm not sure which is better here. I like the mobility because it opens up options for me, and I do have extended sensors now. It does give me extra shield transfer. I just don't have the 400 point shields on a single ship. Unless I'm really good about spraying out. But after a performance like the last battle, I somehow doubt it a slight bit. If only a little bit, but we're going to try. Because once those convoys start getting close, I can reveal him with a beacon some. Well, it's probably not a good idea to reveal with beacons because he can easily silent run with them too. But I do want to wait till he tries to poke up with them. I don't need to be the aggressor. Unless I know I can get some good torpedo hits on it. On one of his convoy ships, because they are slow as hell after all. I could very easily tell which ones are the transports if he's going to be moving with them. And he has no gas clouds or anything to hide him in, so it's even then I would have a good idea where he would be hiding him regardless, so I do need to be mindful of this celestial body, though. It could block a couple of my torpedoes. But with that said, Stormhawk's in the middle. We'll see if they are actually as valuable as I make them out to be. Because he could have bombers, which they will be useful shooting them down. He could have a Stig, he could have that. That we'll see. And I'm not quite in the middle of the map, but again, Celestial Body's kind of a deterrent there. And we'll see what we can get done. I rather would like to spread this out some. Really force him to defy his forces. I kind of like that more too. Let's just keep it so... Let's keep them close enough together that they can actually join up. If he is going to commit to a brute force type of play. Because I have the speed to just evade them. And the one thing about Chaos is they don't have very many prow weaponry. All their weapons are on the broadside, so as long as I keep a safe distance, I can sort of disengage from them relatively easily. We'll see. We will see. He is now ready, so let's get this started. Alright. So this is my priority here. Those look like the conveyors right there, but we'll see if he continues to commit to that. We'll wait for him to make the first move again. And then we'll watch for any sneaky shenanigans on the right, because there's at least 3 ships. Movement speed is a tell. Because he isn't moving with them at all, so that's fine. I don't have to rush. I do want to use these reloads, so... And he does have... Okay, they're moving. They're really mobile ships, too. They seem like they're more mobile than they should. Okay, someone's boosting on the right, so... Let's turn these around. That's a conveyor right over there. That much I know for certain. And he's got a nice formation on these things, and they're moving way too fast. They're moving way too fast. I don't like it. But again, I can just keep my distance. I do need to have a beacon to kind of serve as a deterrent still. And also, let's get these torpedoes going and maybe start flushing out this ruse some. There they are. This is getting silly. Now I just gotta make sure I do what I need to. Because I have a beacon to just spot these really quickly and know for certain in a moment. I just didn't get much value on my reload. Alright, beacon it is. They're all right here. Well, this is silly. I don't even need to engage this fleet. Let's just run away. Well, this is a very anticlimactic battle, needless to say. So let's just put an end to it already. Yeah, it doesn't really help him all that much, because again, if he had like only 1 gas cloud, I still know where the hell he's at, so it's not that big of a deal. It's when he has like 3 or 4 of them, then that becomes a bit of an issue, a concern. Let's just not blow this just yet, shall we? Because this could still go badly since I'm not prioritizing these conveyors just yet. Let me just stop fooling around, typing too much. That could be the end of me. That could be the end of me some. Because in the end he would need 2 or 3. Because at least that way, he could split up the convoys. It's not like an instant victory for me if I catch him like right now. Because a single gas cloud and he puts them all in there, then I just know where they're at, pretty much. I just need to be very mindful of when he runs. is really all it comes down to. Very anticlimactic, I won't lie, but that's kind of why you split up the convoy that way. Nonetheless, I don't know if I entirely agree with his reasoning because of what I said. Asteroid belts, though, also help for hiding the ships, but I still shoot torpedoes at them. They wouldn't hit very much, mind you, but he would have better luck just keeping them on his half of the map for as long as possible. Because if I get aggressive, then I'm leaving myself vulnerable to his Chaos Fleet, which I don't even know what he was fielding, but I think it's safe to say he went really light. If those were all frigates on the left, I was not fooled. I saw their movement speed and was convinced almost right away. Especially since he decided to put him in like a formation like that, so he did invest time putting him in a hotkey and everything. Not to mention how quickly they went into formation, so there was a lot of things I could have said went wrong there for his misdirection. And of course, even with autocast on the Silent Running, or however you do it, it still shows the blips there for an instant as soon as the mission starts. Which also, if you remember me saying this before, there's a reason why I wait until my opponent readies up, basically, or wait till the timer runs down. So that way I know when I should be looking at the minimap for that kind of play. It is surprisingly useful, even if it is deliberately stalling it out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it works. It's only 2 minutes as far as the deployment phase, so it's not that big of a deal, right? But still, I broke 1,000 renown again, and we get ourselves a bunch of free experience, so I need what? 7 more matches with these 2 strike cruisers, 6, 7, to maybe get to level 10 in, so we're almost fully upgraded. Almost.